Yeah, being a public figure inside of your gym or inside of your academy, I think is important to your students. I think having exposure outside of your direct community allows the students to kind of see what you're able to do outside of there, other than just teaching classes. The reach that you have outside of your academy or your gym. So I also think when you become a public figure, you're under a bit of a microscope too, so you just have to make sure that your behavior and your actions are in line with what you preach at the academy too. I think that's very important. Like we have core values at Easton, so I do my best to try to kind of live by those inside and outside the academy and make sure that my students are kind of following along with those as well. I think being a public figure as a fighter has its pros and its cons. Obviously, exposure in these sports is important. Building your own brand as an athlete is a big part of this sport. We see the success of athletes in companies such as the UFC or One Championship. Being able to build your brand and expose kind of yourself to the market can really help generate income, and it can get eyes on your fights and your performances. Of course, we see the other side of that too, where your life is under a microscope and people are watching every single thing that you do. If you lose, you can get a lot of people, kind of talking bad about you and stuff like that. So, I think ultimately being a public figure as a fighter is a beneficial thing, but there are a lot of drawbacks when you start to get a lot of eyes on you as well. I think we have a good number of public figures inside the Muay Thai community. I think we all know that it's a pretty small community overall. Even internationally, I think we all kind of know the big public figures that stand out. In terms of them differing from other sports, I don't think there's a ton of overlap, I don't think there's a ton of differentiation. A public figure is a public figure. I think they all do a pretty good job of representing our sport and what Muay Thai stands for inside of our community. I would like to see more of them. I think the more public figures inside of our sport, the more people that have a large platform to share Muay Thai, the better the sport is going to do internationally, and the growth that will come with it overall as we move towards, kind of this Olympic movement and getting into the Olympics. So I think the more the better for us. You guys can find me on Instagram at SeanMadden_striking or on Twitter at SeanMFMadden. Thank you to Matt Lucas for taking the time to film this, and I'll talk to you guys soon.